Today I want to talk to you about the yarn I used for my newest design, the Knots Dots Pullover. This yarn is from Love Crafts. They're my partner in a knit along that I'm going to be doing with the Knots Dots Pullover. And I can't say enough good things about this yarn. I usually use wool or wool blend yarns. This is 100% cotton. And it is one of the loveliest cottons that I've used. It is a DK weight, again, yarn, and it's 100% cotton. There's 125 meters, 137 yards per 50 gram balls. But you can see from the cable that the stitches really pop. The cable just bounces right off the surface of that background, and it really gives you great stitch definition. That's one of the things I loved about using this yarn. The other thing I loved about using the yarn is that it makes a really even fabric. Sometimes with non-stretchy yarns, wool is usually has a little more give to it, and cotton does not. What happens is that the stitch definition can get a little wonky. You can see that the stitch definition here in the swatch is really pretty even, which is a little bit unusual for a cotton, so it worked up beautifully. I used a size 6 needle to do this, which is a US 6, which is a 4mm needle. I sometimes tag my swatches so that I can remember not only the stitch pattern, but also the needle size, the yarn I used, the color I used. I didn't do that here, but I did do something that may be useful for you. I not put knots in the tails of my swatches. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm going to just hold it up here to the camera. So on the tail, you can see that there are knots. You can see that if I bring it closer. There's a knot right here. You can see those knots going along, and I have 6 knots, and the knots tell me what size needle I used. So I know from counting the knots that I used a US 6 needle. So it's a little trick that you can use too. I'm going to be doing this knit along with video support. So the Knots Dots Pullover has an unusual construction. I'm going to pop in a picture here of the actual sweater. It is top down, and it is worked almost, well, I would say completely seamlessly from the shoulders. The sleeves, which come in, the sweater pattern comes in 2 versions, a 3/4 sleeve and a full sleeve, have a cable panel running along the sleeve. And the front has a panel of textured stitches, which is like the background of this cable. So I'm going to be doing video support with this knit along, and you can follow me at Paper Moon Knits. I'm on Facebook as Paper Moon Knits and Instagram as Paper Moon Knits. But again, I want to talk to you about the yarn. So you can choose this yarn. It's really affordable. I think it's $3.25 a ball, which is a fantastic price for 50 grams. And you could knit the whole sweater in the largest size for about $50, which is unbelievable. And actually less than $50, I think. It comes in 64 colors, and I have a few of the colors here. I picked these colors when I started designing the sweater, which is in late spring. So they are a summery kind of palette. So here I have Vanilla Cream, which is a great neutral. It's not too yellow, it's not too gray. It's just like a perfect creamy ecru. This is Washed Teal, Lime Green. This is actually the color I used for the sweater, which is Kingfisher Blue. It's just a really cheery, bright blue. Dusty Rose, and this is Marine Blue. Now, if you're interested in doing the knit along, you can purchase the pattern preview on Lovecrafts right now, and you'll get updates when the knit along starts. The knit along starts on October 27th of 2022, and it runs through December 31st. And the pattern will come out in full on October 27th. So, but you can purchase it now. It's at a discounted 25% off until the knit along starts on October 27th. So you can go on Lovecrafts and do that now. Again, it's the Knots and Dots Pullover. Lovecraft is also doing a knit along giveaway, a KAL giveaway. They're going to give you 14 balls of Paintbox Yarns Cotton DK in the color of your choice, as long as it's in stock, which is enough yarn to make the long sleeve version of the sweater in the biggest size. So if you don't make the biggest size, or you don't make the long sleeve version, you will have yarn left over to make something else. All you need to do is make sure you're following Lovecrafts on Facebook. So it's Lovecrafts.com on Facebook, no dot, it's just Lovecrafts.com. And following me at Paper Moon Knits on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram as Paper Moon Knits. You will need to like their post. You have to tag a fellow maker who would like to do the knit along. They don't have to do it, but they'd love to do it. And if you want an even extra chance to win the 14 balls, you can share the post. So the giveaway runs from this Friday, October 17th. It starts at 3 p.m. Eastern Time until Monday, October 24th. So just the weekend at 5 p.m. It ends at 5 p.m. on Monday. And those are the things that you have to do. So I'm going to link everything at the bottom here. And I hope you'll join me for the knit along. It should be fun. The first video comes out the day after the pattern, which is October 28th. And we're going to walk our way right through the sweater. So I hope you'll join us.